The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Missouri Tigers offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Horn. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Unleashes one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. To the air, it's Horn. Bringing the heat. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house.
He caught it, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Floats it out in space. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch down the right side.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Looking downfield, it's Horn. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wide out trying to get it in. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Missouri. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people are probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. They're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the gun, the inside give. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Caught near the sticks, it's Branch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a huge... completion.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, 3rd and short, defense was definitely thinking run, and instead they throw the football, they catch them off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Right back to him on the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Roberts. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. 2nd and... short here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Horn. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Just keeps slinging it. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation, picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Looking for a man. It's Horn. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, touchdown Tiger! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's dealt. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Bell. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Branch. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the... This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. Going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Gonna run it. It's Green. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's Horn. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB...
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Here's the heat. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Horn. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the third. Blasted as he lets it go.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those bot.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He's got it. 1st down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration. Look it all the way in. And they are... on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Swapping into the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. They're working that left side. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Power football with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, dog! They'll put this... Play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Terry.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Horn. Caught, close to the marker, it's Terry. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Terry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Man down on the play as the officials take. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Horn. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point. This one and that ought to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.